Hi, I'm going to do an update. I thought that I wasn't going to have anything to say, so I was going to try to put together something showing the area I live and stuff like that. But then it turned out that, I guess like with this disease, you never know what's going to happen. So on Wednesday afternoon, I had an appointment with my doctor. When I got out of the shower on Wednesday, I thought I looked yellow. I sort of just put it down to the lighting in my building because it's all fluorescent lighting, so I just thought that's what was causing me to look yellow. But then when I got to my doctor's, he said I was jaundice, and he sent me down for blood work. And then when I came back from the lab to do blood work, in the meantime, he had paged my hepatologist, and he had some papers ready and wanted me to go right to the ER and take the papers with me. And the papers were basically asking the ER to do an emergency ultrasound because he said my hepatologist wouldn't be able to get me in fast enough, and they needed one done right away. Do an emergency ultrasound, and then also have their GI specialist on duty give me an assessment of what's going on. So I went to the hospital. I was there till about 9 in the evening, and then they sent me home with another bunch of papers asking me to come back the next morning at 9, do the ultrasound, and then check myself back into the ER. So I did that, and they said that they couldn't see anything obvious from the ultrasound that would be causing me to turn yellow, and that they didn't have anybody around that could do a more detailed assessment. So they asked me when I saw my hepatologist again, and I told them that I didn't see him till spring. So they gave me some more papers, and they asked me to go upstairs to the clinic and get an assessment. So I went upstairs, and of course it's just the receptionist, and basically all they know is how to book appointments. So they just looked for the next appointment and booked me for an appointment June 1st. I got back home, and then my GP called me, my family doctor, and I told him what had happened. So he had gotten my blood results back, and my blood results are pretty bad. I haven't had counts this high in a long time, and the one blood work I've never had counts this high, the one that causes you to turn yellow. So he paged my hepatologist and then called me back and told me to go in Wednesday morning and just show up, and he would do an assessment then. But just an example, some of the blood work, I don't know if I pronounced it right. It looks like bilirubin. My bilirubin, that's the one that makes you turn yellow. It was 46 back in January, and it was 186 on Wednesday. My ALT was 57 in January and 125 on Wednesday. My AST was 80, and then 248 on Wednesday, I mean. Now these two numbers, 125, 247, I haven't had numbers like that since I had acute hepatitis right after I was infected. And something called my GGT, they don't test it very often. The last test for it in January was 833, and that's something that I think its normal high is supposed to be around 30 or 40. So in the meantime, my doctor asked me to set up a system where people keep their eye on me. So I have my building calling me 3 times a day, and if I start slurring my words, like really slurring my words more than usual, or if I get confused, they're supposed to get me to the emergency right away. And this is all waiting until Wednesday when my hepatologist can finally try to figure out what's going on, why this sudden spike in my liver functions and why the jaundice, which I've never had before. So that's been my week. Other than being yellow, you can't really see it now because I have my glasses on and that, but other than, and yellow is more so on my chest and that. I think the tan on my face covers the yellow, but on my chest you can see yellow. And my eyes are yellow, but the sunglasses should be blocking that. So other than looking yellow, for now I just feel groggy and nauseous and icky and tired. And so I guess my next update will be either after Wednesday, or if God forbid I end up having to go in the hospital, when I get out of the hospital.